Hello, I'm Dean Radin, Chief Scientist at the Institute of Noetic Sciences. My BIAL grant, number 216/20, was published in January 2023 in the Journal of Physics Essays. The title of the article was Anomalous Entropic Effects in Physical Systems Associated with Collective Consciousness. In this grant, I reanalyzed all the data generated by the Global Consciousness Project from 1998 through 2022. The GCP, as we call it, is a network of truly random number generators, RNGs, located around the world. It had on average about 50 RNGs running, each producing random samples continuously. So the full database that I was examining was about 110 gigabytes in size, comprising trillions of individual random bits. The purpose of the GCP was to look for correlations between the random data and large-scale events that attracted worldwide coherent attention, mainly through live broadcast media. The underlying hypothesis was that during such events, the mental coherence would be reflected in physical coherence, as measured by predicted entropic changes in the outputs of the RNGs. The general concept is related to the philosophy of dual aspect monism, which proposes that mind and matter are two aspects of a more fundamental or holistic reality. Carl Jung called this the unus mundus, or one world. The two aspects of mind and matter are said to split out of the unus mundus, and as such, they're intimately correlated. As a metaphor, you can think of the unus mundus as a substance from which the topological paradox of a Klein bottle is made. A Klein bottle looks like it has an inside and an outside, but like a Mobius strip, it really just has one surface. The outside of the bottle, again metaphorically, would be the physical world. The inside of the bottle would be the mental world, but it's really just one thing. After running the GCP until 500 large-scale events took place, the overall results showed a deviation from chance expectation associated with odds against chance of 3 trillion to 1. After examining other interpretations of this effect, we're left with very strong evidence for genuine mind-matter correlation. One of the questions that always arises about this result is that the GCP only looked at 500 events over a period of some 23 years. That's only about 5% of the full database. So what about all of the other events that were going on, both big and small events? Wouldn't they have influenced the random network too? That was the starting point of my project. I used two methods to look for structure in the random data every day from 1998 through the end of 2022. One method was called multi-scale entropy, which is an analytical way for finding temporal structure at different timescales in time series data. The other method was a deconvolution technique that I developed, which is roughly similar to a Fourier transform in that it deconvolves a complex time series array into its component parts. After finishing these analyses, the results were very clear. There was indeed highly significant temporal structure in the GCP data when you examine that data day by day. And when those same analyses are applied to the same data that was randomly scrambled, as a way of checking if the analyses introduce some sort of artifact, no such temporal structure is observed. This provides further evidence supporting the idea that mind and matter, even at a global scale, are related to each other in significant ways. If I had to define the BIAL Foundation in a single word, it would be courage. It takes courage to support this kind of research because it seriously challenges the scientific status quo. The BIAL Foundation is unique in this regard, and my colleagues around the world and myself are eternally grateful to the Foundation for maintaining its generous support of this important research.